the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwukika Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old. Father who art in heaven, Nani nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ. Your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have
Master Simon Ipa, the Prime Minister, a woman I can look Yakata, Secretary, they no gonna batata ni kene bube. Oh, but to me, on the road when they were broken, quick when looking at mess on the divine. Or an apple no tutu. I say, I'm a luma like question. If I yellow a film but they're reaching. When they try them fail, I'm not an orapugina. One with God is majority. Or you walk for one down, but walk for one was yeah. Then we are gonna make a tanic Yabara Lavago. Must say Moliva. Yabara Lavago. Can you never tell a Prime Minister? Yabara Lavago. Indira Sinaga Benabetu. Yabara Lavago. The sun is rising high. Yabara Lavago. All our enemies are falling down. Yabara Lavago. Let us also come a baby canoe. Yabara Lavago. Wave your flag. Yabara Lavago. Hello, Prime Minister. Please take the stage. Check. Sigh, oh, yo. Akwike kuwoka wanyaka nukutu. Imana ika kugondi loki. You are a good guy, and we are safe in your hands, yo. I never worry. Makanina bebu yo. Imana hana bagari, Imana hana bagari, Imana hana bagari for Prime Minister. Maleno kumwike na badatano. Yafara labako, Ike Pentecost, Ike Demo. Yafara labako, Base Amoma, Base Nandikano, Piano Namdazo, Yafara labako. Onyeka Gala, Onyeka Kesika. Yafara labako, I, Marisa Monepa, Yafara labako. Chumukika Chapati, Chumukika Gonzales, Senonoki, Yafara labako. What Mazinam the gun is going through. We want to go.
Are systematically taking over Nigeria, and they want to make Nigeria into a Muslim caliphate. And the Fulani ethnic militia, the Muslim terrorists, go into Christian villages. They're not coming in with cattle. They're coming in on motorcycles with 47s and killing everything that moves, and then destroying and razing the entire village.
And yelling Allahu Akbar while
yelling
they do it.
Allahu Akbar while it. And has nothing to do with climate change. These are nomadic herders that have 500-year-old view of cattle farming. Nigeria was 70% Christian.
Amazing.
Now it's 50-50. It's 50% Muslim, 50% Christian.
Because they've been killing.
Because they have been going back to their systematic jihad. Now, look, Islam has conquered every civilization it's touched since 640 AD through three methods of jihad. One, cultural jihad. We'll move in, we'll blend in with the population as we're a minority. Then they start gaining a population, having lots of kids. Then once they get a population, they do political jihad. All right?
And cultural.
Then cultural jihad. Then after political jihad, once they have the political cover to do the violence, they go into violent jihad and take over territory. And that is how they have systematically taken over all of Northern Africa.
Well, and what's particularly interesting when you dig a little deeper is that the Fulani tribe doesn't just exist in Nigeria. They're in Sierra Leone and Senegal and right across the border, right? I mean, throughout the center and east of Africa and west.
And for some magical reason, every country they touch turns into war.
Yes, and when you
turns into genocide and turns into war. Every country that they touch.
Good morning, good afternoon, lovers of freedom. Good afternoon from my location, good morning from your location, depending on where you are watching me from. All right, I believe you all listen to what these political analysts, what they said about Fulani. As we all can see, it's no longer, to people who think that this Fulanization, the Fulanization that MNK have been talking about many years ago, some people who think that is a joke, to some people who think that it's just a fairy tale stories. Now you are hearing it now. You know, we blacks, we believe in the reports or the reportage of white people. Now, these are political analysts from Western nation. You heard clearly what they said about Fulani. And the most striking thing they said here is, they said anywhere this Fulani touched, anywhere they touched, there must be genocide. And if you listen to the strategies, I will still play the audio back so that you will listen again. They said anywhere they touch, there must be genocide. And there is a particular system, there is a particular way they operate, and which is at first they will come. When they came, they will do everything possible to make sure they grab political power. Once they grab that political power, which will be, a shield to them, they will now start carrying out their agenda. And if you watch, this is exactly what we are seeing today in the damnation called Nigeria. This is a modus of operandi. That is why I always feel angry. I always feel, I'll be asking myself, does it mean that the people who call themselves political leaders in Igbo land or Biafra land, does it mean they don't understand the system? Does it mean they don't understand how these guys operate? Does it mean they don't understand how these guys operate? They will first of all grab political power. From that political power, they will now start, indoctrinating both their religion and their culture. This was the template they used to conquer Hausa, conquer Middle Belt. Now that same template is what they are using now. They've extended it to the west and eastern part of Nigeria. And every day we'll be lamenting, talking about these guys, their modus of operandi, how they rule. I've been asking, why is it that Igbos, the governors govern Igbo land, why is it that in recent time they don't believe that they can contest any political post and win it without the endorsement or without the approval of Fulani? They do everything. They must make sure that they go to that Sokoto. They must make sure they get approval. Once one Fulani man from the north approves or endorses him, he believes that it's a done deal for him. This is what we are seeing today. I don't know at what point we Igbos learn, at what point. When are we going to learn? You heard what these political analysts, what they said clearly. Let me play it back again so that you will hear what they said very clearly. Let me play it back. When I watched this video, I just saw the video, I watched it, I said, no, let me just come. Let me just come to discuss on this very video.
Are systematically taking over Nigeria, and they want to make Nigeria into a Muslim caliphate. And the Fulani ethnic militia, the Muslim terrorists, go into Christian villages, they're not coming in with cattle. They're coming in on motorcycles with AK-47s and killing everything that moves, and then destroying and razing the entire village.
And yelling Allahu Akbar
and yelling Allahu Akbar while doing it. And has nothing to do with climate change. These are nomadic herders that have 500-year-old view of cattle farming. Nigeria was 70% Christian.
Amazing.
Now
Nigeria
it's 50-50.
was,
It's 50
Nigeria was
Muslim, 50% Christian.
Because they've been killing.
Because they have been going back to their systematic jihad. Now, look, Islam has conquered every civilization it's touched since 640 AD through three methods of jihad. One, cultural jihad. We'll move in, we'll blend in with the population as we're a minority. Then they start gaining a population, having lots of kids. Then once they get a population, they do political jihad. All right?
And cultural.
Then cultural jihad. Then after political jihad, once they have the political cover to do the violence, they go into violent jihad and take over territory. And that is how they have systematically taken over all of Northern Africa.
Well, and what's particularly interesting when you dig a little deeper is that the Fulani tribe doesn't just exist in Nigeria. They're in Sierra Leone and Senegal and right across the border, right? I mean, throughout the center and east of Africa and west.
And for some magical reason, every country they touch turns into war.
And so some
so when it turns into genocide and turns into war, every country that they touch.
And some from magical reason, any country they touch turns into war. And this is exactly what we are seeing today in Nigeria. I don't know, Biafrans, how prepared are we? How prepared are we? Because from every indication, like this very man said, this political analyst said for 500, is it BC or BC, that this has been their modus of operandi. How prepared are we? How prepared are we? How prepared are we? Are we ready to combat these people who have occupied all the whole political positions? That even the people who are masquerading themselves as the politicians in our land, they believe that without these people, they cannot occupy any political position in our own land. We that is fighting to liberate, we that understood the template of these guys, we that understands how these guys operate, how prepared are we to confront these guys? How prepared are we? Are we going to tell ourselves truth? Can we hit our chest and said, we are ready. We have all it takes to match these guys head on. Because the way you see, the way we are seeing these guys, they are not relenting. They are not giving up soon. They've gotten political cover. That is why that incident of Uromi, this ought to be an eye-opener. Fulani militia, where they were caught with firearm. The federal government was the one covering them, saying they are hunters. Whereas the same Nigerian state, the same federal government said, if you have any firearms in your possession, you got to return it back to any nearest police station around you. But they are the people that said that the Fulani militia caught with firearms without a license, so that they are hunters. So now they left all the whole northern state, middle belt, and they are heading, according to them, say they are heading to Port Harcourt for hunting. Where is it done? My question to Biafrans today, this afternoon or evening rather, from my location, how prepared are we to confront these guys? How prepared are we? How prepared are we to confront these guys? Because they are determined. Can we look ourselves and said, yes, we are ready and we are prepared to match these guys head on? Yes. Can we beat our chest and said we are prepared to match these guys head on? You know, at a point in time, at a point in a man's life, at a point, people got to tell themselves the bitter truth. Biafrans, the honest truth is simple. We ought to go back to our drawing board because the people we are dealing with, these guys are very, very determined to conquer us. And we should not forget that the stumbling block they are having in fulanising Nigeria is we Igbos or we Biafrans. We are the stumbling block they are having. We are the stumbling block. And it's quite unfortunate that some people from Biafra don't understand this. It's quite unfortunate. To we Biafrans who have realized their mission, to we who have decided to fight for the liberation of Biafra from that damnation, because if we continue to remain in that damnation called Nigeria, arụ ga-eme o, arụ ga-eme, arụ ga-eme. So, how prepared are we? This is my message today. The key point of this broadcast is how prepared are we to confront these guys? For over 400 BC, this has been the modus of operandi. This North Africa you are seeing today, they were once Christian nation. They conquered them. Today they are Islam via jihad. And that same jihad they used to conquer Northern Africa is what they want to use to conquer Nigeria now. Turkey, you are seeing today, was once a Christian nation to Christians, to people who believe in Christianity. Even Paul touched down. There are some significant impact of Paul in the Bible. You know, some significant instance that Paul, carried out his missionary in Turkey. Even somebody told me that when he was in Turkey, he said he visited, was it the prison where was it Paul was jailed? Even the chain was still there till date when he was living in Turkey. That he visited that prison. That is to tell you that this Turkey you are seeing today, they played a key role, played a vital role in the chronicle of Bible. They played a key role in the chronicle of Bible. But today you can see what is going on. Today you can see what is going on. So my message to how prepared are we? I don't know who is calling me. I don't know who is calling me. How prepared are we to confront these marauders from Futajalon? How prepared are we? How prepared are we? This is my message today. It's quite unfortunate. We that is fighting for this Biafra, are we serious? Are we serious? I want to know why I go to nurture this Biafra on our own. We that have realized that these guys are coming to conquer us. Are we serious? Are we serious to confront these guys? Are we serious? It's high time we jettison our ego. It's high time we face reality and know that if we make mistake now, if we fail to apply the whole tactics we need to apply, and that yo, these guys they have political power. Like MNK said, he said the war chest of Fulani runs in billions. Billions. And not only that, now they are kidnapping us, so they will kidnap us and our people will pay ransom. Now the question we should be asking ourselves, that ransom we are paying, what is it used for? Their elites are there providing them what they need to conquer us, and their foot soldier, they are also there kidnapping us. And if they kidnapped our people, they will demand for ransom. That ransom they are demanding, what do they use the money for? They still use the money to purchase tools they need to advance their cause. They still, use the money we pay, our people pay for ransom to buy tools they need to advance their cause. I'm having serious challenge. The phone I'm using to do broadcast had issue. So the one I'm using now to make this broadcast is the one that I often use. So calls will be coming in and it will be interrupting the broadcast. So, Biafrans, how prepared are we? This is the question. This is the bone of contention of this program or this broadcast. How prepared are we? How prepared are we? Please, all this distraction we are seeing on social media, we don't need it now. The people whom we are battling with, these guys are focused. These guys, they are damn focused. And we ourselves, are we focused? Tell yourself truth. You that believe in Biafra, you that is in this struggle, if you are asked, are we focused in this fight for Biafra restoration? What will be the answer? What will be the sincere and genuine answer you will give? Are we focused? Are we focused? Distractions everywhere. Distractions everywhere. Or is this thing that we will continue to see? Whereas the people we are battling with, these guys, they are focused. These guys are determined to dip the Quran in Atlantic Ocean. Very determined to dip the Quran in Atlantic Ocean. Since we know that these guys are they are not only focused, they are determined and they have the resources. Why can't we at least, if it is focused, let's remain focused. All the time, I put on social media and I go, yeah. That time we are using to do yeah. We're supposed to use it to do what? We're supposed to use it to focus on this very war, on this very fight that is before us, on this very fight that is before us. Please, if you come across this video, if you are watching, please like and share. Like and share, please. Like and share. Very important. Like and share the video. I implore you to like and share the video. Very important. Like and share. Like and share so the video will go more viral. YouTube will distribute the video to go more viral. Like and share. Biafrans, how serious are we? You that is watching me or you that will watch this video, if somebody confronts you and asks you this simple question, how prepared are Biafrans to confront these Fulani Marudas who have vowed and they've seen that we Biafrans are the stumbling block they have in conquering Nigeria? And the person asks you, are we prepared to match these guys head on? What will be the answer you will give that person? What will be the sincere answer you will give to that person? Biafrans, let's remain focused. Let's be focused. Let's be focused. And at this very point in time, the highest thing somebody when the worst thing somebody not highest, the worst thing somebody when what somebody say. Like me, I don't like to deceive myself. I don't like to lie myself. If I do, my conscience will be disturbing me. Need to tell ourselves truth. I believe at this very point in time we are now, one day, the truth, my own is that some people will not like me. Some people will not believe in what I will say. But if you think deep and think critically in this thing I'm about to say, you will know that what I said is nothing but the truth. And I implore Biafrans, please, let's remove emotions and sentiment. Yes, we all love Biafra. I know the reason why most of us are doing what they are doing is because of the love we have for Biafra. But we can't use because of the love and shy away from truth. When at this very point in time, we have two options to fund ourselves. Honestly speaking, I have two options to fund ourselves because the people we are dealing with, the people who want to conquer us, these guys are well funded. And not only that, now they are kidnapping our people, collecting millions. They are kidnapping our people, collecting millions from us to fund themselves. Now the question we should be asking ourselves, or penny and why not, or you confront these people. We can't confront these people with this penny not. I believe it's high time the government in exile should come back to drawing board. They should come back to drawing board and figure out how we can, generate funds to match these guys because these guys are fast coming. Look at what is going on in our land. Just looking at what is going on in our land. Every time I happen on social media, we can't continue like this now. To my own opinion, to my own suggestion, there are some things I know, or some strategies I know, that divulging it on social media, at least the enemy we know. There are some, that is why I suggested government in exile, you with a number. They'll have a WhatsApp number or Telegram number that anybody have idea or suggestion will pass the opinion, idea or suggestion via that number. Because when they have I work it all everybody, the way they see, if this thing's up, when it go touch everybody. So whatever we know we can do to fund ourselves, whatever we know we can do to get ready to combat these people, We got to do it. Like they said, the best way of defense is to attack. The best way of defense is to attack. You know, we have to think out of the box. We have to re-strategize back on how we can raise funds to combat these guys. Very important. And to me, I believe it's two strategies. Either we look for an independent nation that will support us. We enter into treaty or negotiation with them. If they will support us in this our fight for liberation, if we get this freedom, look at how we compensate them, enter into agreement with them, and they will give us what we want. Or we use what we have to get what we don't have. Our land, Biafra land, is full of mineral resources. Biafra land is full of mineral resources. We have to look inward because the enemy cannot be taking what we have, mobilize themselves, and buy us or attack us. We have to look inward. We have to re-strategize back. Nke bụ eziokwu na ọ bụrụ this penny anyị na-atụ na fundraising, every week fundraising. Ọ bụrụ nye ka anyị ji wee confront to these people. This is the truth of the matter. Unless na ya na-asịrị onwe anyị asị, unless we are lying to ourselves that we are not, or we are deceiving ourselves. If truly we want this Biafra, one day, we have to ekwesị ịchọ another means. So ekwesị ịchọ another means. I get you follow this thing. Because I maybe if we start this couple after I get you fight these guys. That's the honest truth. They have government backing them. Some we used to see. There's one time we saw one helicopter. The helicopter that dropped in one of the forests. Was it in Sabisa or in the northern state? And then our helicopter, not only that it drops arms to these their foot soldiers, drop arms to them. And we all heard what the probe they had in US. They said Obama regime with Biden regime, they were sponsoring Boko Haram. So in fact, Biafrans, we need to re-strategize. Oh, the summary of everything is that we need to re-strategize. I need a plan at the back again. We need to plan back because that determined. The other day you saw the horror video. They buy people who are in their houses and nobody is talking about it. Every day they keep buying us. Is this what we will continue to be seeing? Is this what we continue to be seeing? At this very point in time, we need to take proactive action. So proactive action is what is needed at this very point in time. Proactive actions. Failure to do so, that is the gospel truth. Failure to do so, let's tell ourselves truth. Let's tell ourselves that bitter truth. We need to plan back. We need to re-strategize. Look at the two of our leaders. One is in Nigeria, one is in the custody of Finnish authority. Yes. And both of them are Western citizens. Both of them are Western citizens. So, Biafrans, this is what I said, let me come to tell you people. I need to re-strategize. That's the honest truth. We need to re-strategize. And had it been, as an anamasi, if any namasi, had it been that time, ESN, when to establish ESN, had it been all these camps was established where even was some resources in our place, at least men on ground and they work resources in there, but we're negotiating for two sage or yeah. We didn't negotiate for tools. We'll give you this thing, you give us this thing. That is why we need to go back to our drawing board. That is how it's done. Only may advance here now war, only by advance here low. I want to name leakages, a retreat here. Then go back to word diagram, re-strategize back, then advance. So to me, at this very point in time, we need to re-strategize our operations. I don't know if I'm talking your mind. I'm talking about my opinion. This is my opinion. My candid opinion is this. I'm not lording it over anybody, but I felt this is my opinion after listening to this video, or after watching this video, listening to what this political analyst said about Fulani militia, and we know, and I know that the people who are like a stumbling block to them is we Biafrans. We are their prime target. That is why I decided to come to make this broadcast. What are we going to do? What will be the best strategy or adopt so that we can confront these guys? So if you're online, if I see few people here, just seeing 4 people here. I don't know if any of us can call in to bring his own opinion idea. Let's hear. I want to hear your own opinion. If nobody is there to call in, then I will call it a day. When I watched the video, I was disturbed because I know that we Biafrans are the main target here. That is why I decided to do this broadcast. So if you know you are alive, you have something to say, you have something to contribute, you can see the number there. You can call in and bring your own opinion. It's welcomed. Let's share idea because now we they involved for this thing. You know. Yorubas, they are almost conquered people. We're talking about middle belt. So the people who are delaying these guys from achieving their aim are we Biafrans. Now we Biafrans, they deprive these guys or they stop these guys from achieving their main goal, which is total Islamization of Nigeria. So since we know that we are the prime target, we have to do what? We have to step up our game. We have to step up our game. Because as if you sleep off, they carry a kalau. So we got to be awake. We have to think out of the box. We have to adopt different strategy so that we can do what? We can withstand these guys. So if there is anybody that can call in, the number is there. You can call in to contribute your own quota. I greet you all as I'm waiting for people who can call in. I don't know if you guys are listening to me, hearing my voice rather. I don't know if you guys are hearing my voice loud and clear. I don't know if you guys are hearing my voice. These guys that I mean, now we be their target. We Biafrans. We Biafrans.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now we be their target. Now we be their target. So is there anybody who can call in to contribute or to add or to even object me? I'm all ears and I'm here to listen to your own idea. I'm here to listen to your own idea because what we are doing is brainstorming. What we are doing is brainstorming. We are brainstorming because ihe tara gị na ihe rụtara alacha n'ofe. That thing that ate fufu don't even lick soup join. So, dear friends, the few people watching me, you can call in and bring your own suggestion. Having listened to what this political analyst said about Fulani militia, how prepared they are, and what have been their antecedents over the centuries, how they operate. And today now is Nigerian time, and we happens to be in that damn nation called Nigeria. And we are the people that are stumbling block to them. So what must we do now? What must we do to liberate ourselves from Nigeria? What is that thing we got to do to make sure? Let me play what the political analyst said once again, so that you will hear.
They're systematically taking over Nigeria, and they want to make Nigeria into a Muslim caliphate. And the Fulani ethnic militia, the Muslim terrorists, go into Christian villages. They're not coming in with cattle. They're coming in on motorcycles with AK-47s and killing everything that moves, and then destroying and razing the entire village.
And yelling Allahu Akbar
and yelling Allahu Akbar while doing it. And has nothing to do with climate change. These are nomadic herders that have 500-year-old view of cattle farming. Nigeria was 70% Christian.
500 years.
Now it's 50-50. It's 50% Muslim, 50% Christian.
Because they've been killing.
Because they have been going back to their systematic jihad. Now, look, Islam has conquered every civilization it's touched since 640 AD through three methods of jihad.
AD.
One, cultural jihad. We'll move in, we'll blend in with the population as we're a minority. Then they start gaining the population, having lots of kids. Then once they get a population, they do political jihad. All right?
And cultural.
Then cultural jihad. Then after political jihad, once they have the political cover to do the violence, they go into violent jihad and take over territory. And that is how they have systematically taken over all of northern Africa.
Well, and what's particularly interesting to dig a little deeper is that the Fulani tribe doesn't just exist in Nigeria. They're in Sierra Leone and Senegal and right across the border, right? I mean, throughout the center and east of Africa and west.
And for some magical reason, every country they touch turns into war.
Yeah, so when
it turns into genocide and turns into war. Every country that they touch.
For some magical reasons, any country they touch turns into war. For some magical reasons, any country they touch turns into war. And this is what we are seeing today. Economic jihad. political jihad, traditional jihad. When they come into your land, they will blend with you people. Today we are crying, said some people, the way they are behaving, we are asking if these guys, they have the blood of Igbos flowing in their vein. You get to go? When they hiding a lot of our women. Some of them have blended, they are speaking our language. You know? So this is not a child's play. It's not a child's play. These guys are determined. They are determined to do something. They are determined to take over Nigeria. We that is fighting for Biafra, how determined are we to combat or confront them? This is my own question. This is my question. This is my question. How determined are we to confront these guys? How determined are we? How determined are we to confront them? Do we have that resources to confront them? Do we have the resources? Because they have huge, when I mean huge amount of war chest to take over Nigeria. Then the question, is it penny I get you confront her? What other strategy are we going to adapt to get resources to confront them? What other resources, what other means? How can we get resources to confront these guys? These guys have backup. We cannot confront these guys alone. No, this is the honest truth that we got to tell ourselves. I got one. Biafra alone cannot confront them because they themselves, they have allies. Who are our allies? That will be our backup in confronting these guys. They have resources. They have political coverage. Now they have allies. We Biafrans, do we have political coverage? The ones who our politicians, they are doing boy to their own elites, some sponsoring them. Our own political elites are boy to their own political elites. And their own political elites are the ones sponsoring them, covering them. That's the other political jihad that this man talked about. They are covering them. So if you look from all indications, you will see that these guys have advantage over us. So what must we do to come up? What must we do to improve and advance to confront these guys? They have allies, all these Arab nations. They are supporting them. They have OIC, Organization of whatever, Islam. That organization, which Nigeria is part of, is supporting them. The West, they are supporting them. Because if you see the way these guys are buying people, they don't go talk. They don't go talk. But look at our leaders who are fighting to liberate us from this jihad. The PM is in the hand of Finnish authority. Nigeria, MNK is in the hand of Nigeria authority. So you will see that these guys, everything is there for them. So how are we routes? How are we? What must we do now? What must we do to match these guys? Do we have allies? Biafrans, do we have allies? Because we can't fight this war alone. We need allies. We need people who will support us. We need people who will back us. We need people who will give us what it takes. We need people who will stand when the jungle mature. At least they can stand and say, "We are with them." We need such people. Do we have such people now? Go with Ezioku. Tell yourself truth. Do we have such people not backing us? Do we? Do we have the resources to confront them the way they have resources? Do we? You don't have the resources. That's the honest truth. And we got to do something to change our tactics. We got to do something to make sure we prepare ourselves well to confront them. All I am saying here is we need to adopt, or add to the tactics and the approach we are using. We are in a state of war. We are fighting war. And I have not seen any nation that fought war alone. Look at the case of Ukraine. Even how powerful Russia is, at least China was there for them. North Korea was there for them. A lot of some countries that that were once USSR, they were there for Russia. Are you talking about Ukraine? NATO was there for them. Are you talking about Israel with Middle East? What is going on there? America was there for them. Some Western nations are there for them. So I've not seen any nation that fought war alone. We are in a state of war. Biafra, we are in a state of war. We are fighting Wine and Work. Who are our allies? And we've seen that the people we are battling with, they have allies. Who are our allies? This is the honest truth we got to tell ourselves. If we've seen that the allies are not there, what we need to fight this war is not there. We need to do what? We need to look for it. I need the and we need to seek, we need to look for it. Very important. This is not which you can't win a war by wishful thinking. You don't win a war on social media. No, you win war on ground. On ground zero, you win war. That is where you win war. You don't win war on social media. You win war on ground. So what must we do to win this war? We need backup. We need support. So far, the people whom we have aligned with, how are they supporting us? The people we've aligned with, how are they supporting us? How are they supporting us? We are talking about recognition. They can't just one. I'm gonna appear ball. I'm gonna know before police were be out. You got to go now. I'm gonna appear more, and the more we say that appear one appear another equal. If I were my one, you got to go. That is the thing. That is the gospel truth. That is the honest truth. So we need ally. I need the nigga wine also. How with us, a man out with us. I need the hedge, I need the hedge memon. I need the hedge memon. And at this particular point in time, Obo Kobo is not this penny we are contributing every Saturday we will need. You gotta go. Or this penny. Let's tell ourselves truth. Not this penny I contribute every Saturday. Can I get you a memon? Yeah. Sometimes I will be you if I'm more tanker on aga. If you are not parade in aga, had it been I will anti-tanker missile, anti-tanker this thing. Into how is you able their ammo tanker naga one open hand now. By the time you appear one or two, When they can never drive the ammo tanker there again. You get to go? Appear one or two when they cannot come there again. They will carry their bomber jet now to Kano jet now fly up and down. Only when anti-aircraft. Half will be appear to use both and appear and now forget about like this now walk. They don't go step in again now. That this one are the truth. And all these things no be we cannot afford it with Yega in our ton of fundraising. We can't afford it. Here and our cost ego. There was a time I checked anti-tanker missile, anti-aircraft. Yeah, they lay $300,000 US. $300,000 US. Here they're about to fighter jets. 300,000 USD. And we need it. We need it. So if you this thing now, Brazil, Ogunne na Baronwa. If you egbu akita na pona na this game don't pass this one, what would they do now? Whenever game, they need a capable hand. You know, there is a stage where you go reach. You need experienced players. It's more or less like playing Champions League. You just worry your team B or you just worry your junior players about Champions League. It's the game of experienced players. That is why you will see some coaches while playing Champions League. They know that this player had to go old, but he will allow them to play. He will put them to play because they know that these players, despite their age, they can't do that running, but they have the experience. The experience is there. They will put them to play. So at this very point in time now, this kobo, we are contributing. Abrihageji, we are no Ogwa. The people we are combating, the people we are fighting, these guys are well loaded. We need assistance now. We need ally now. So far, so good. So far, who are the people supporting us? Can I discuss Kennedy's thing? How which people will call in because let's know how we are embarking on this journey of liberation. We can't allow these guys to be flying. They had to throw on them. This one no be say the children. Look at family, just wipe our family off. Just wipe them off. Had it been they know that if they fly, you want them to say that they fly this fly for the territory where Boko Haram and this Fulani militia they operate. Did they fly go that side? Because they know say if they fly go that side, they go bring them down because they have what it takes. They have what it takes to bring it down. That's the gospel truth. That is the gospel truth. So had it been we have that anti-tank aircraft, anti-aircraft missile, as one fly will bring them down, another one fly will bring them down. They no, if you ask them who is ready to die for Nigeria, who ready to die for Nigeria? If you ask any of their destined to enter and fly go to Biafran zone, they say no, because you know say you enter there and buy, you don't go return back. Because Biafra GHM, if they enter, they will go down. So we need all these things. How are we going to get it? Is a question now. How are we going to get it? We need them. Ha nyara na rubbish ha n'anya na-abịa ozugbo akpọpere ha akpọpere 1 akpọpere 2 isi ha bịa dị asị mba Ogbunigwe na-arụ nke mana o nwere ebe niri Ogbunigwe ha gata n'ebe niri Ogbunigwe na Ogbunigwe wee rụọ nke ọkwa na ha agaghị ebe niri Ogbunigwe ọdụkwa na But now we anti-tanker. Just our territory though, had it been will get when I am with tools when our territory the very perfect easy way pianda. Our territory is very, very perfect. Just just all gorilla kind. We adopted gorilla tactics. And our territory is very perfect for guerrilla war. Because we are in rainforest region. You get to go in a rainforest region. And there are many trees. Men are hanging in LCC. Men are not on a chair. And I do is what poppelia. I popper 2-3 times. How about so any senior beard or Simba no go. From there, I advance now, let's secure our territory. We'll be getting our territory because they don't go agree come because if they come, they don't go return. Imagine with this letter, I am go. Ogbuni gwere eme ọpịa ha anarie. Imagine ọ na anyị nweziri ihe niile eji eme odogwu. Ihe niile eji eme mmọnwụ do complete. Ọrụ ka anyị etinye isi na Biafra territory again. Before you know it, will secure our territory. Now advance to secure our border. That is why we need ihe eji eme odogwu now. We need ally who will give us this thing. Amani ha ga-agba, we know what we go tell them. It gets some people, like I said it before, and I will keep saying it. I can't help it, but in the end, the truth is what I will tell you. You see Moscow, anytime we approach Moscow, Moscow will embrace us. Even Moscow is even the higher HSF, KNMDISF, what the warriors? What the warriors? Why I do have for that is what Moscow will be thinking. Why are you doing for an because how much of the Britain Akananya? Moscow chori Britain Akananya. Moscow one how am I going to sustain Britain from Nigeria? And as God may have it, that is not sustain her, see from our own side. If you table Moscow, see as they play. Moscow need dream. All these things I'm saying here, Moscow will just carry and give us. Moscow go carry him, say, okay, now which one I want? Now this thing, we will give her this thing. If an own andara no the be chari afiro na hali julafo. Choka hatinya arobia help on that. Then I tinye kwaro. We will put our own body. When I see what they go on now for Burkina Faso. Moscow just pipe low. Because Ibrahim Toura for the enemy within, I can handle it. No one can outside the Wunke Usubiri, Moscow TNZR for that one. But the ones within, they can handle it. And Moscow don't they observe. Maybe they send there some of their soldiers. Some of Moscow soldiers, they Burkina Faso, to add to the intelligence of Burkina Faso soldier military. It gets now. Britain and Moscow tough time. They are always at the forefront of campaigning or of propagating false narrative about Moscow. They always use this fake media or BBC to be campaigning, talking ill about Moscow and Putin. And Moscow know already that the people sustaining that Britain or Nigeria. And it will interest them to make sure that they not sustain Britain. They did everything. Now how about everything? About Britain. And they can't just come. Now we go approach them. Because that's the rules of engagement. They can't just come. Money when you can now, money when I can zom before I saw you. When you can zog, I happen again now. on their own side, ha makwana ha karịrị okwu ha kutere on their own side na ndị chebe karịa abụrụ bịa, they can deal with them. But na their target, ọnwụ na akwụpụ ha ọnụ from ebe ha si ekute ume, it will pay Moscow more. It will interest Moscow to make sure that this damnation is now that place. Ka Britain bruise their oba. They get a point now, so that Britain, they are marrying na kachama urugo jide. Imagine these guys tear a pipe. Gas. Do you hear them complain gas? Na Europe, na Britain. These guys put pipeline from Akwa Ibom. The back is when the pipe where move oye tie ocean, tie sea down to Britain, Liverpool, wherever the mountain. Back the back I say. Man, also be like this. Moscow you make your sure not cut that thing off. Why you go there back? Ha no na gbagharịa. Ụmụ ma ohi niile ha na-ezu from Nigeria or India. Look at France. France nọ na-agbagheri since. France is running helter-skelter because just three countries. Not Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Senegal. These 4 countries. Abụghị ha gbara ọgwụ ha ṅụ ha na-agbagheri. How much more? Even self now, what is even sustaining Britain? Because most of all their colonies are in your household. It's only that damnation. Britain they colonize Ghana, but they don't have access to anything Ghana. They don't have access to Ghana. Ghana since Ghana is only that Nigeria. Is only that Nigeria. It's only that Nigeria that is sustaining them. And that is why Haji Wengo to that. Takwa na Nigeria man disintegrate. Because how na Nigeria disintegrate Arabana. So Biafrans, kiri ihe ga-eme wee nwe allies, kiri ihe ga-eme wee nweta ihe eji eme odogwu wee soro these people is a question. I don't know if you are hearing my voice. If you can call to bring your own opinion. The number is there. I would like you to call. Please try and call. Let's talk. Let's discuss. The number is there. Please, I would like you to call in. Or I would like you to call in. Call, Biko. I discuss this thing. Let's discuss this thing. What must we do to get here more? I will show these people. I need the here more. I will show that. Because the people we are battling with, these guys are ever ready. They are prepared. These guys are prepared. These guys are prepared. I would like you to call. Please call. I'm waiting for your call. I'm waiting for your call. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, if you believe that I'm making sense, just call in. Call in and bring your own idea. call in and bring your own idea. These guys have prepared. The people we are dealing with, they are prepared for this jihad. They are prepared to conquer us. They are prepared to conquer us. And we ourselves, we have to step up our game. We don't need to give these guys chance. And what I'm saying is that at this very point in time, I need the HMMO. I believe you all understand what I'm saying. You know? I need the HMMO. We need it. We need it. We need it. Very, very important. We need it. We need it. At this time, we need it. I don't know if you guys watched the innocent children. Has it from airstrike, eh? Has it from airstrike, because I believe they can just fly in. They will just fly in, drop bomb and go. Had it been they fly in, like one don't fly in, come back. He just park somewhere they bomb. Another one fly in again to drop bomb. They bring and die. They somewhere they born. If you tell person to enter, make him fly go that territory, go tell you say no, I don't go fly in, because say certainly if he fly in, go return back. And this thing, to acquire it, no be my, no be child's play, no be my yo. That is why when Dimpa Bini was saying that they paid Ogenkere 150 million, I said this guy I'm up with that 150 million, when they just touch all these tools now, go buy all these tools that we need. Both the amount tanker own anti-tanker. We go buy all these things, all the tools we need. He also them every Saturday, but and have to 10 a gemma, 20 a gemma, 50 a gemma. No. It'll be what we need now. We need nations that will sponsor us. Like I said, I've not seen any nation, no matter how powerful that nation is. That is why nations look for allies. That is why nations, they look for allies. That Ibrahim Traore is standing today is because he entered into ally with superpower nations, being Russia. China got his back. North Korea got his back. Russia got his back. He gets now. That is why it looks as if the guy is is too powerful and undestroyable. Had it been that other leaders that fought this thing he's fighting today, these neo-colonialists or these imperialists, because then they never allied with all these superpower nations. If I don't get them done, highest thing they go do, they will just concoct story. The way they concocted in the time of what's his name? Gaddafi. They will concoct story. If they concoct story, they will just use NATO, their terrorist organization, to invade Burkina Faso. But the guy no agree. The guy is very smart. Very, very smart. He went into alliance with superpower nation. So they know what they are battling with. They know what they are battling with Russia in Ukraine. So they wouldn't like to open another front again. That is why Haji Eberizi Ebelu. Now Bazo Kirikiri now Koinyo. So Biafran, since there is nobody that wants to call in at this junction, I will call it a day. But I would like you to ponder and reflect on the things I said. ponder and reflect on the things I said. You heard what this political analyst said about Fulani, their system of operation, the modus of operandi, and how determined they are. And over the centuries, this has been their way of operation. So at this junction, I said, happy Sunday. If you come by, our people are Christians. Most of agitators are Christians. If you come back from church, watch the video, like and share the video. Drop your opinion in the comment section. If what I said makes sense, drop your opinion in the comment section. If you don't make sense, still drop your opinion in the comment section. Then tell me the reason why you disagree with me. I greet you all.